Okay, welcome back, guys. Today is January 6th. This is your first assignment for the new year, new 9 weeks. Okay, this is just a review. Okay, you don't have to take notes, just answer the questions though. Okay, so if you need a review from your journal, make sure you have your journal out. Number 1 says, what is an improper fraction? So I want you to explain to me what an improper fraction is. Okay, an improper fraction is when the numerator is greater than the denominator. That should have been your explanation or something close to it. Okay? So, for example, 9/4 is an improper fraction. Okay? All right, number 2. Improper fractions have to be changed. It is not reducing. Okay? Some of you want to say when you see an improper fraction, you say, oh, we have to reduce it. No, that is not what you're doing. You are converting. It's called converting. Okay? You're not reducing an improper fraction. You are converting, which means you are changing it to a different form. Okay? So, number 2, how or what method do you use to convert an improper fraction? What methods do you use to convert an improper fraction? Okay, the method is Taibou. So basically it's division. Okay? Division. Top in, bottom out. That is the method or how you are going to convert an improper fraction. So I had 9/4. So here's my fraction, 9/4. I'm going to convert it by doing top in, that means the 9 on the inside, 4 on the outside. Top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. 4 will go to 9 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. And then you subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. So I have 1 left over. So that 1 becomes my numerator, and the denominator stays the same. Okay? Say I have 14/3. That's going to be 14 on the inside. The top number goes on the inside. Divided by 3, which is the outside. 3 will go into 14 4 times, because 4 times 3 is 12. And then subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that 2 becomes the numerator, and then the 3 stays the denominator. 4 2/3. Okay? So that's your improper fraction to a mixed number, is basically what you're doing when you convert. Okay? Improper fractions are converted, not reduced. All right, number 3. If you have an even over an even, will you have to reduce it? The answer is yes. Even over an even always reduces. Okay? And even over an even will always reduce. Okay? Number 4 says, when we reduce, we find the GCF, which is the what? What is the GCF? What does GCF stand for? Okay? What does GCF stand for? Greatest common factor. GCF, greatest common factor. Factors are what? What are factors? Factors are the numbers we multiply together to get another number. Okay? We use the GCF to blank fractions. We already answered that. What do we do? Look back. We use GCF to reduce fractions. Okay? So, here's how we reduce a fraction. So, say I got the number 4/8. You're going to make a T-chart for the number 4. And you're going to make a T-chart for the number 8, because those are my two numbers. We're going to find all the factors, means numbers that multiply together to get another number. We're going to get all the factors that equal 4. So we're looking at all the numbers we multiply together to get 4. So 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Now we need all the factors for 8. So we're going to find all the factors that multiply together to get 8. 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Okay, so there's my T-chart. I'm going to see that they both have a 1, they both have a 2, and they both have a 4. Okay, the greatest common factor. Okay, GCF is the biggest factor both numbers have in common. Okay? So the GCF is the biggest factor both numbers have in common. So they both have a 1, they both have a 2, and they both have a 4. What's bigger? 1, 2, or 4? Okay? In this case, it's the 4. So now all we're going to do is we're going to divide. We're going to make an equivalent fraction. We're going to divide the top by 4 and the bottom by 4. Well, remember, if you use your T-chart, your answer is there. Because 4 divided by 4 is 1. Because 1 times 4 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Because 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 over 8 reduces to 1/2. That's reducing the fraction. Okay, so let's do a couple of practice problems. Well, I've already done 4/8. So 6/12. So we're going to make a T-chart for 6. We're going to make a T-chart for 12. And we're going to list all the multiplication facts that equal 6. 1 times 6. 2 times 3. And that's it. So I start with 1 always, and then I go to 2, and then 3, and then 4, and I just work through all of them till I get back to where I started. Because I know what comes after 2? 3. I already have the 3, so I don't need to write it again. You don't need to do 3 times 2. You already have 3 and 2 up here. Okay, so you're done. You're done once you've already written the number. All right, so 12. 1 times 12, and then 2 times 6. And then 3 times 4. And then after 3 is 4. So we're finished. Once we come back to the number, we're going in order. If you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, once you get to that next number and it's already up there, you're finished. Because 5's not going to go into 12. 6 is going to go into 12 and it's already there. 7 won't. 8 won't. 9 won't. 10 won't. 11 won't. 12 will, but it's already there. So you see, you don't have to keep going. All right, so we're going to find everything they have in common. 1, 2, 3, and 6. So which is bigger, 1, 2, 3, or 6? The 6 is bigger. So we're going to divide the numerator by 6, and we're going to divide the denominator by 6, because remember the golden rule. Whatever you do to one part of the fraction, you have to do to the other. And then you use your T-chart. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So 6 over 12 reduces to 1/2. 9/15. So I'm going to do a T-chart for 9. I'm going to do a T-chart for 15. So I've got 1 times 9 is 9. 2 times the number does not equal 9. So I'll skip that one. 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. And then that's a double. So I'm finished. Because 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 won't go into 9. Now I'll come over here to 115. 1 times 15. Okay, 2 times the number doesn't equal 15 because the closest I can get is 2 times 7, which is 14. 3 times 5 equals 15. 4, no, 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. Nope. 5 is 5 times 3. So I've listed all the factors, so I'm done. They both have a 1. They both have a 3. There's a 9 here, but there's not a 9 here, and that's all the digits. So my factors are 1 and 3. Which is bigger, 1 or 3? The 3 is the biggest. So we're going to divide the numerator by 3. We're going to divide the denominator by 3. And then we're going to do 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 9/15 is equivalent to 3/5. Because that's all we're doing. We're making equivalent fractions. Okay. 14 over 26. All right. So we need to list the factors for 14. 1 times 14. 2 times 7. So 1 times 14 equals 14. 2 times 7 equals 14. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Nope. 4, 8, 12, 16. Nope. 5, 10, 15. Nope. 6, 12, 18. Nope. 7. There we go. 7's already there. So we're done. This is all. These are the only two multiplication problems that equal 14. Okay. And then 26. I know 1 times 26. 26 is even. So I know for a fact 2 is going to go into it. You may not know off the top of your head. So you have to work it out and figure it out. But 2 will go into it 13 times. Okay. What about 4? Or 3, sorry. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. 3 times 9 is 27. That's not 27, is it? Okay, so not 3. And then we got to do 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Nope, 4 doesn't go into it. I know 5 won't because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay, and then 30. So nope. 7. Nope. 7, 14, 21, 28. And then you can keep going if you want, but nothing else is going to go into it, is it? So my common factors are 1 and 2. Because there's a 7 over here, but there's no 7 in either one of these, is there? There's a 14 here, but there's not a 14 in either one of these. So that means the only two numbers they have in common are the 1 and the 2. So now we circled the biggest one. So 2 is bigger than 1. So now we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 26 divided by 2 is 13. 7/13. Okay. All right. Adding fractions. Okay. First, find the LCM. When we're adding fractions and we're looking for the LCM, what does the LCM stand for? Least common multiple. Okay. Okay, find the LCM of the two denominators by skip counting, right? And remember I said when we skip count, we can do the tic-tac-toe board. So if we want the multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Those are your multiples of 2. Okay? Multiples means you're multiplying that number by 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever it happens to be. You're doubling that number. Okay? Second one, it says, after we've found the least common multiple, then we have to use the common denominator to make equivalent fractions. Remember, we use what you know, then whatever you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. Third, you add the numerator to the denominator to stay the same. And then you fix your answer. If it's improper, you typo. Remember, we're not reducing it, we are converting it. Then check to see if you can reduce. You can always do blank to see if it will reduce. So what can we always do? We can always do t-charts to see if it will reduce. So if you're not sure if it's going to reduce, so say it's like 4 over 18. Well, that's an even over an even. It will reduce, right? But what if it's like 9 over 27 and you're not 100% sure, but you think it will? Then do a t-chart for 9 and a t-chart for 27 and work it out.